In this video, I want to talk about $70 silver. How fast can we get there? I know I'm going to get comments. We're not even at 50 yet, Coin Shop Chris. I get it, my friends. But I do believe silver's on the tear. I do believe the manipulation is coming to a stop, my friends. Silver is poised to move. Help me out with the thumbs up. You see 4 or 5 ounce bars here. I'm going to talk about this in a moment as well. We got the Stop the Milk campaign going on. We got the Pimex giveaway. Do you want to win over 14 ounces of silver? If you do, you better subscribe now. The giveaway video is coming, my friends. I promise you. Around the 23rd of June, I'll be releasing this giveaway video. You're going to want to stay tuned and subscribe. It's huge. 14 ounces to one lucky winner. Look, we're not the big channel yet. You get a good chance to win it. Let's get into the video right now. $70 silver. I know, I'm going to get some comments. That's fine. Coin Shop Chris. You're crazy. That's fine. You're out of your mind, Coin Shop Chris. That's fine. Let's get all the comments in now. Go in, put them in there. But look, we've come a long way since of October of 2023. These 4 Jersey Mint bars that you see on your screen, I did pretty well with these back in 2023. Here's proof. Right, here's proof. October 4th, 2023. I got these 4 silver cast Bolin silver bars, Jersey Mint, says it right there. They were $517.96. They had a discount when you buy a few more, so I paid $513.96. I know on the other page I'm going to show you I did $517. Regardless of $4 is $4, whatever the case it may be. So, you take the $517.96, you divide that by 20. It was $25.89 per ounce. That was with the premiums back then. Okay, it was about a $3 premium back then. So you could say silver was right around $22.89 of October in 2023. Alright? Spot silver today is $36.23 as recording of this video on June 15, 2025 on the Sunday afternoon before the market opens. Times that by 20. You're left with, you're now up to $725.20. Let's say you would sell it. Okay? You would sell it for cash. Fiat. The crapola. Okay? You sell it for the crapola for cash. Right? Most common industry right now, in the market right now, most coin shops are paying about $1.50 behind spot. That's average, okay? That's not everybody. Some people pay more, some people pay less, but the average in the industries right now is $1.50. So now you're left with $695.20. So you're still in an uptick, right? That's what most brains are going to think. I made $177 off this. Really? Okay? $177 since 2023. Think about this, my friends. How much has your light bill gone up since 2023? How much has your car insurance has gone up since 2023? How much has your home insurance gone up since 2023? How much has food gone up? You get the drift. Okay? You get the drift what I'm trying to say. It's hold its value. Maybe not 110% or 100%. Whatever you want to call it. It's not because silver holds its value. Like gold. Like platinum. Platinum's making its head wave. Don't know if platinum's going to hold this bounce. I don't know. But technically speaking, silver's done its job for the most part. Silver's still undervalued. You can sit here and argue that point all day long, though. Silver is undervalued. You know, yeah, I could go flip this right now. I could take this to the coin shop that I work at and say, to the owner, I want to sell these. We're paying $1.25 behind spot for stuff like this right now, even though we need them so bad. 5-ounce silver bars. It's just the market right now. We got 50 more coming away from the bone dealer right now. All right, we're paying as much as we can get them for. We just wiped them out for the 5-ounce silver bars this morning, or maybe early this afternoon, I should say. I went on his website, called him up, and say, "I see you got the 5-ounce bars." I said, "I'll take them all." He said, "I got 50." I said, "I'll take them all. I need them." That's how you do business. All right. We're paying as much as we can get them for. If someone provided some in tomorrow, we'd be paying $1.25 back. All right, that is, but still, you get a thing about inflation, my friends. You keep this in the bank. You keep this in the bank. You're losing value. You're just losing value. And this is why I preach so much. If you don't need to sell, don't sell. We get in this concept, and maybe it's the ones that have been stacking for a while. And looking at from what happened in 2011, go back to 1980, people got their rear ends kicked. Especially in 2011. Yeah, I see their point. We're in almost uncharted territory for silver right now. Okay, we don't have a lot of data to go on with the price we're at right now. There's not a lot of history there. We don't have any history past 50. We know that. Times are different, my friends. Look, we got Ukraine and Russia. We got Israel and Iran. We might be seeing China and Taiwan. Things are circling around the world, my friends. You know, stack as you can. This is not trying to pump silver, not trying to pump gold. Protect yourselves. Don't worry about the prices. Don't worry about it. What, we're worrying about this? Go cash it in, or let's go put it in the bank. Let's just go put the cash in the bank and get 3%, 3.80% that my bank's paying me right now in a high yield savings account. Let's just go put that in the bank and get 3.8% back. Yippee! Silver is up 24% year to date. Gold is up over 30% year to date. Platinum is up over 33% year to date. Copper is up over 19% year to date. But let's go put the money in the bank, because we're gonna do that much better with it, right? Wrong. There's what I'm trying to say, my friends. I know you folks get this. This is a good video to share with your family and friends. Let's wake up more people. Check out channel spots of pinbacks right now, my friends. They still have the last day available for the Franklin half dollars, $30 face or more. It's just a little bit over melt. Look, I know a lot of people can't afford that right now. I've talked to Michael about that. And he explained it, look, I gotta pay for shipping too. I gotta pay for insurance. That's not unreasonable ask for $30 face. It's really not in this day and age. I understand silver's higher. I wish silver was lower where more people could afford this deal. We get it. It just makes business sense on that end of it. They're not making a lot off the deal already. You got to think about it that way. I want to read off 7 names I should have read off this morning that are fully on board with Stop the Milk campaign. Rafael Vivacaz 9912. Calvin Cooper. Catherine Powell. Pending your new name. I like that user's names. Jacob Roy 98. Mary Chapman. Thank you to all of you who have continued to support this channel with Stop the Milk campaign. We're going to keep this going, my friends. We got to keep this going. People say, that they want to hit back at us. Well, go buy up to 90% silver and stop complaining about it. Well, I am doing that. I can't buy it all. Not me personally. I don't think there's anybody out there that has that much cash flow who can go buy, $80,000 face. There may be a few out there that can afford that. But, in the it goes back to the coin shops. If you can't afford to buy something for the business and take the easy way out to smelt it down, then you're taking the easy way out and you're destroying history. Didn't business concept was, okay, I buy what I need for my business. But they're destroying it. If they can't afford to hang on to it, like we can, other coin shops, Silver Seeker put out a good video yesterday as well. Want to give him credit as well. I believe the guy's name was Mike that owns the coin shop. He said he's not melting it down himself. You gotta roll with the good times, you gotta roll with the bad times. Hey, if these shops are not well capitalized, don't buy it. Stop saying to the melter. Stop sending it out. You got too much coming in, refuse it then. Lower your prices then. If you don't like a coin shop's prices, my friends, eBay is a great way to sell it. eBay is a great way to sell it. Someone's going to say about the eBay fees. Well, I'm going to correct that right now. Whatever you want to sell it for, raise your price 10%. That will help most of your eBay fees get paid off. Just raise it. So if you're going to sell a tube of Washington silver quarters, they're going for about $2.72 right now. Raise it 10% above that. Maybe someone will bite at it. Don't know. Raise it 10%. What? It's going to cost you 25 cents 50 cents to create the listing. And if it don't sell in 30 days, what, you're out 50 cents, 75 cents? Well, it's not a big deal. Think about it, this, my friends. If you don't need to sell, don't sell. Don't sell. Who cares, about the listings on eBay? Yeah, but you're still going to get about the same price at your coin shop too. That helps stops the melt. Getting in somebody's hands. Instead of taking to a coin shop, it's going to smelt it down. That provides that service. You're providing a service to somebody else that will appreciate it more than a coin shop that wants to melt this stuff down. Think about that way. Don't think about the fees so much with eBay. Another thing about eBay you got to be careful with. Yes, you will pay taxes on it over $600 a year. Something to consider. It is something to consider. I get that thing as well. That is something to consider. That never used to be done that way, but now it is a new thing, unfortunately. You have to consider all options. Look, you can consider going to a local flea market, selling it there. If you got the time to do it that way, you get to know people. Maybe you can, if you need to sell quickly, that's one thing. But if you need to sell because you want a bit of cash, spending cash, that's another thing. If you don't need the cash, maybe rent a table or two at the flea market. Try it. Meet some people. Maybe that'll change your mind not to sell the stuff. Check with your local laws, of course. With your, see if you need a precious metals dealer's license. Some states require it. Some cities even require it. Depending on where you live. You got to do your due diligence on that. Make sure you follow the laws in your own state, in city, in town where the flea market is. I'm trying to get all the information out to you, my friends. I'm trying to get this Stop the Melt campaign stopped. No, I'm not trying to tell any business what to do. But these businesses are not thinking. They're not thinking, my friends. They send it off. Okay, you get cashed at one time. After that, it's gone. It's gone. You're not going to make no money off that silver dime, that silver quarter, that silver half ever again if that same piece comes back into your shop at a later time. They're all thinking about cash now, cash now, cash now. They're not thinking about the future of the business. That's a shame. They're taking food away from their own table later on. Instead of trying to do the right thing, picking up the gosh darn phone lines, calling these online bowling dealers like channel sponsor Pinbacks up, calling other coin shops in their local area and say, hey, look, I got XYZ amount. Are you willing to get this off of me? Maybe call a coin shop out of state. Maybe you work out a deal with shipping that way. Somebody needs it. Look, we can go back to March of 2023. It was hard, my friends. I've been complaining all last year just about. That was hard to find. Now it seems to be so plentiful out there. And it is, right now. Because people are scared at $36 silver. People are freaking out. Sell, 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 sell. I think some people are going to be very, very sorry when they sold, and going to come rushing in these shops, going to pinbacks.com and buying it at $40 an ounce, $45 an ounce, gets all the way up to $70, and people will still be panicking, and then it will be gone. When silver starts moving from here, it might move very, very quickly. We could get to $70 an ounce very, very quickly. Keep this in mind. I know you folks get it. Share this out. Don't forget about the Pinbacks deal coming up. Don't forget about that deal coming up. I don't even know where my stuff is to show it right now. But I got a roll of silver quarters from Pinbacks. Well, I got a silver. This ain't the tube, but silver quarters from Pinbacks that they've shipped me. That's not the tube, though, like I said. It's probably in the house. And I'm giving away 6 90% silver halves. 2 of them are Franklin halves. 2 of them are walking halves. 2 of them are 1964 Kenley halves. 1 Barbara dime dated 1910 and 1 Stand Liberty quarter dated 1927. I also have another gentleman send me a 5-ounce round, my friends. Should be here this week coming up. There's going to be over 14 ounces of silver in this giveaway. But here's the little thing that some people don't understand yet. You must be subscribed to win. You must live in the United States to win. What a better way to win some silver for your stack? Just by subscribing. I will release a video about June 23rd. We will do the drawing on July 4th. I wish everybody the best of luck with this giveaway. Let's stop the melt, my friends. Save history. Preserve history now before it's gone. Before the panic comes setting in. Because I tell you, the first thing will go, it will be your 90. And the people who sold off, and these coin shops that sold all this, smelted it all down, will be the first ones who'll be crying, I have no more 90% silver for sale. Well, no, because you smelted it all down. You're worried about the dollar now, not about the dollars later. It makes sense, my friends. We're not melting it down. Our shop is doing the right thing. Most shops are doing the right thing. There are a few here and there that I know about that are sending it off in mass amounts. Shameful. Shameful, shameful, shameful. Stop the melt continues. So thank you to Sobriety in Silver. Thank you to Salivate Metal. Don't forget, he does his Sunday night market watch at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my folks. I'm going to try to be on his channel tonight. You know, we got to keep an eye on the market. I might have to tap off quickly depending on what the market's doing if if the market starts really going crazy, then I know we're going to get a bunch of emails from the shop to get people locked in. Either which way, we may have to do that. So I may not be on there for long. Time will tell what's going to happen tonight. So thank you to Sobriety and Silver. Thank you to Salvate Metals. Thank you to Silver Seeker. Man, 3 S's. But the point is, these channels are coming on board. We have to support them as well. They're doing the right thing. I support any YouTube channel. Stop the Melt campaign. Whatever happened to Silver Joker? He was my, I love that guy. I really enjoyed his content. I hope he comes back. Because he was the one that loved 90% silver. I learned a lot from him himself. Even though I work in the coin shop. Silver Joker. And if anybody knows him personally, is listening to him, please come back. We need you right now. Thanks for watching, my friends. If you have any questions for me about silver, gold, or platinum, reach out to me in my email. It's always in the description of every single video. I thank you for your time in watching. Coin Shop Chris is out. We will see you on the next video.